Welcome back to Pike County Extension News Update. Today we are going to catch everyone up on the upcoming events in Pike County. Stay tuned. Hello, thank you for joining us for this version of Pike County News Extension Update. I'm here with Kristen Campbell, our 4-H educator here in Pike County, and we are happy to provide you with monthly update on happenings that are 4-H related, but also community related in Pike County. The first thing I was wanting to tell everyone about is an email challenge that I currently have advertised for anyone to join. Have you ever participated in the email challenges?
I have. You sent me several different emails and I really enjoy them, and it has so much wonderful information in them, and they really help me out and they remind me about healthy living and what I should and shouldn't do.
Great to hear. This is a 6-week challenge. It's open to any adult that has an email address. It is free. And when you sign up for the most recent one, which is Refresh Your Wellness this spring, which I think we could all use that, looking forward to the different participants and the participation that we get in the challenge this time. It does start on April the 8th, and if you decide that you're interested in joining it, you will receive 2 emails each week. They will come directly from me through extension email, and they just have lots of tips and ideas about things you can try, techniques, maybe websites or links that might provide you with ways to refresh. Some of the ways of refreshing, not only to do with your eating, but activity as well. We also have some upcoming messages about decluttering and spring cleaning, the things that go along with that. So if you are interested in signing up for the challenge, you can look at the link here. It's the http:// and then it's go.osu.edu/Pike SP19. And if you need more information about that, you can always go to our website, which is pike.edu.osu. Excuse me, I had that backwards. Pike.osu.edu. And under the Family and Consumer Science link, which has all of the programs I'm currently offering, you can find the link to this as well. So if you're looking for new ideas or just a refresh, feel free to join the challenge and we'll get you signed up. There on screen, what you see right now is the simple registration. It simply is first name, last name, email, and then just kind of how you're affiliated, whether you're with the university or an outside agency, and you are signed up. That's all you have to do to get going. So if that's something that you think would be helpful, and feel free to share it with colleagues, family, friends. It's open to anyone, again, any adult that has an email address, and the challenge is free.
Well, and everybody feels a little bit better after they declutter, or everybody loves walking into a clean, fresh space. A lot less stress on you when you feel that way.
And sometimes it's motivating just to get a message in your inbox that kind of reminds you of that. Maybe you've been thinking about it, but sometimes it's just the motivation you need. So that's kind of what we hope the challenge does for people that sign up, is just provide them that little nudge to kind of get started on something new.
And a little bit of an encouragement, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. One other thing I want to mention is our monthly Walk with the Doc program here in Pike County. Our next walk is coming up on April the 1st. We actually have 2 walks on that date. We have a 10 a.m. walk, and the 10 a.m. walk this month will be hosted by Dr. Kataka, who is with Adena Health Systems, and he will be hosting our 10 a.m. walk at the Bristol Village Glen Center. These walks are free and open to the public, anyone who's interested in joining. And with sunnier days and longer days, we're hoping that our walks can continue to grow and go outside. But if the 10 a.m. time slot doesn't work for you, we also have a 6 p.m. slot, and this month is going to be hosted by Dr. Stiltner, who's with Valley View Health Centers, and Dr. Stiltner will be hosting that walk and kicking that off at 6 p.m. All of the walks last 1 hour, and some individuals even come but can't stay the whole hour, but they walk as long as they can and then they leave. So it's not a commitment that you have to be there whole hour, but we do have a 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., and those are monthly, and the next one is coming up on April the 1st.
What a great opportunity. I know Dr. Kataka and I know Dr. Stiltner, and and they are great individuals. They are just very caring, wonderful individuals.
It's a very fun, relaxed atmosphere. You're just walking. Everyone walks at their own pace. We kind of get in groups that match our stride and kind of just talk. And I've really met some new people in Pike County that have come out for the walks that I have never kind of come across, of different age levels and different walking speeds. So it's always neat to kind of get in different little groups and walk with individuals. So it's an opportunity to come out and get a little activity in. It always amazes me at the end of the hour that I walk how many steps I've logged in for that hour. So
sometimes when you walk and talk, you don't realize how much exercise you're actually getting, but you're enjoying doing it.
And it goes really fast, that hour does. So come out and enjoy the walk with us if you're able on April the 1st. So Kristen, what's happening in the 4-H world right now?
Oh, Tammy, we have been so busy, and our fairgrounds have really been busy as well with the Senior Fair Board. But I did want to tell you that we did have our theme contest, and I think we had over 30 entries of different suggestions on what our fair theme should be this year. And we had an online we narrowed it down to the top 3. Then we had an online Facebook vote, and the winner was Jessie Mustard on her idea of country nights and carnival lights.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah, I think it really matches our fair because we have a wonderful time, and of course we have the different rides and different things at the fair as well. So it is a carnival atmosphere, and I'm really excited about this theme, and as the 4-H groups put together their booths, I think they're going to come up with some great ideas of what they can incorporate into those booths.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that theme. I think it'll be fun. I'm in charge of the FCS board and the junior and senior board, and we design the stage and decorations that match the theme each year to go with that. So I think it'll be fun to get busy, and we're actually meeting this week, so it'll be fun to kind of start working on the decorations and how we're going to do that. And I want to say congratulations to Jessie Mustard. Jessie, for winning that contest, gets a fair pass and a parking pass for the week of fair just for your idea.
Yes, and we thank you very much for everyone who participated and voted. Without you guys, we don't have a fair, and we want to just thank everybody that is involved with our fairgrounds.
Yeah, 501 votes for that top one, so it's pretty popular. So.
I think we had like over 900 votes total.
Great. Well, we really do appreciate the feedback and the support that the community gives us whenever we put things out there for your attention and your advice on like that.
Absolutely, and the FCS board, you have a great creative bunch there, and they're very hard workers, and adults and youth.
It's a combination, absolutely.
Yes, and they just do a wonderful job, and I know last year the stage was beautiful, and I'm certain that it's going to be beautiful this year.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
So we also have some exciting news at the fairgrounds with the Senior Fair Board. The Senior Fair Board is putting on a Spring Fling reversed raffle. And this raffle is to help raise money for what they're calling a Raise the Roof campaign. If you have been to our fairgrounds recently, then you have seen that on the top of the hill, we no longer have the Blom Arena or the Rabbit Barn or the Chicken Barn or the little small goat barn. So they've torn all of those down, and with grants and with raising this money, they're hoping to rebuild one single barn that would house all the species, and I'm very excited about this. So the raffle is April 6th. And they will have a stand-up comedian, and the doors open at 5:30, but they don't draw the first ticket until 6 o'clock. So we do have a limited number of tickets that are still available. I think that we have 10 that are still available for purchase. They only sell 200, so you do have the opportunity to win up to $5,000 if you're the last ticket drawn. So we hope to see as many people as we can out there to help support the fairgrounds, and we want to thank the clubs for donating baskets that should be auctioned off at the event.
So just a couple things. Where is this held out on April the 6th?
It's going to be held in our multi-purpose building at the fairgrounds down over the hill, and Beast and Bottle is going to cater it.
Oh, that'll be yummy.
Oh, yeah.
Just one other thing. So the tickets are $100 each as a donation. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And what do you get with that $100?
So you get 2 meals. It's for 2 people. So you get your meals and your drink and also a dessert, and you also get to participate and listen to the comedian. You get the opportunity to vote on the bid on the baskets, and there'll be a lot of other silent auction items as well that you have the opportunity to bid on. And you get a great time with everyone that's there. So there'll
Sounds
be
like
music
fun and a chance to win $5,000.
Oh,
Even better.
yeah. And the first ticket drawn, so you can be lucky or unlucky, the first ticket drawn, you get $500. So
Not bad.
sometimes it's not bad to be first. You're the first loser.
That's right. First
Right.
one out wins $500.
Yeah. So we're looking for a great event and a great time. So we also I wanted to mention that we do have some clinics that are coming up. April 9th, we're having our rabbit quality assurance in clinic, and Jacinta Taluby, who was our judge last year at our fair, she's going to be putting on the clinic at the fairgrounds this year in our multi-purpose building, and it starts at 5:30. And QA is a requirement for every single 4-H youth exhibitor. It's in law by the Ohio Department of Agriculture. And for our fair, all of that has to be completed by June 12th, which is 45 days before they attend the fair.
So this is an opportunity for 4-H members to attend this to meet that requirement?
Absolutely it is. And not just exhibitors that are showing rabbits.
Oh, okay.
You can have any single animal that you want to, that you're exhibiting. You can attend any of the clinics. We encourage rabbit exhibitors to come to that one so they learn more about their rabbit. But it's always good to know about the other animals as well. When they get to be a senior, they can compete for all animal showmanship, and you have to know the other animals or you won't win the all animal showmanship. So we also have on that day a poultry clinic by David Adkins, and he will be our judge again this year. He was last year. Great guy. He is very, very, very familiar and knowledgeable about poultry. He's been judging for something like 30 years, and he does a great job. He has a great personality. I think that the kids are really going to enjoy listening to him as he goes through how to properly care for your chickens and your fancy poultry. He has some great demonstration and some great activities for them to do, and we're really excited about it.
And I see that both of those are held on April the 9th. Is that correct? And they're free?
They're free.
And
Absolutely.
open to anyone, any 4-H'er from any county, is that right?
Any 4-H'er from any county. We actually host these in cooperation with Scioto County. So it's a Pike Scioto clinic, and we do this every year. We do it with the rabbit and the chicken clinic. And like I said, the rabbit one is in the multi-purpose building, and the chicken clinic will be held in our art hall on top of the hill. So anybody from any county can come, any 4-H youth.
Sounds like a great opportunity to get those requirements out of the way before school gets out and the fair gets here and it gets crazy.
Absolutely, and with these clinics, they're doing some great drawings. You just put your name in, and I know that they have some different items that the animals you can use for your animals. They have rabbit cages, they have rabbit feed, they have chicken feed, they have chicken waters, all different types of things that you can win that you can use with your project.
That's great. So come on out for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be a great time.
How about those little clover buds? What do you got coming up for them?
Oh, the clover buds just warm your heart. They're the kids that are ages 5 through 8, and they're not old enough to be a 4-H'er yet, but we're getting them interested in 4-H and 4-H projects. So we have what we call our Clover Bud Fun Day, and this year it's a creepy crawly adventure.
Ooh, I'm sure that will be popular.
Oh, we're going to do an outdoor adventure. We're going to have a great time. I know we're going to make healthy snacks with you, and we have butterflies. We have somebody presenting on butterflies. We have someone presenting on bees. We have another person that's doing small creatures. We'll just call them creatures. Right? Creepy, crawly creatures that run around. And we also have we're going to have our health heroes, which are our teens talk to the kids, because what better way to relate with the kids than other teens. And then we're going to go on a hike and try to see what we can find and what we can identify.
Sounds fun. So again, this is for Clover Bud enrolled kids that are ages 5 to 8 that are enrolled in 4-H, but enrolled as a Clover, but kind of an early 4-H'er.
Yes, and the cost is only $5, and that helps pay for the T-shirt that they get. They will also get a little terrarium, so where they can collect their bugs and they can take them home with them.
Oh, that's
so the parents will be really happy about that, right?
So that's again Saturday, April the 27th.
Yes.
From 9 to 12:30, located at the fairgrounds on the multipurpose building. So if you know a Clover Bud eligible child, please get them signed up through our office.
Yes.
At 740-289-4837.
And you can also find the registration form on our website at pike.osu.edu under the 4-H tab. I did want to mention that we are supposed to only take the first 50 applicants because we do have limited space on how many we can take. So get your registrations in, and we hope to see you on the 27th or your Clover Bud on the 27th. Yeah. We also right now, we're currently going through our lovely candy bar sale. So tomorrow, the 27th, we will be getting our candy bars, and the clubs will be picking them all up. And we went with Anthony Thomas this year, and they have the most delicious candy bars. There's crunch and almond and caramel, and it's really like the old style candy bars that they used to get. They're so much better. And each one's $1. And, the clubs use it as a fundraiser so that they can buy things for their club members.
So who will be selling these candy bars?
The 4-H members that chose to sell them, they sell them for different reasons. They sell them for to get scholarships for camp, to help pay their way through camp. And they also sell them to help raise money for their club. They buy T-shirts with it. They do club activities with it. They do their community service projects with it. And so it's a great opportunity to support a 4-H club, a 4-H member, and help them to be able to learn that hard work can get them something.
Yeah, so if you don't already know a 4-H member out there, you can contact our office, again, at 740-289-4837, and we can connect you with a club or a member that has candy bars for sale that I'm sure would be happy to sell you 1, 2, or 3. And you say they're only $1 a piece?
They're $1 a piece. They are only $1 a piece, and that's really a great deal. And I was really surprised. The company had sent us the candy bars to try, and we tried some other candy bars, and the Anthony Thomas candy bars were definitely.
So what varieties will be available?
They'll have crunch, almond, and caramel candy bars. The caramel are my favorite, I have to say.
Probably very popular.
Yes,
sure.
Gooey caramel come out of the middle. It's the best.
All right.
Yeah.
So that delivery tomorrow, 4-H clubs and members will be picking those up on March 27th.
Yes.
And then they will have them for sale. For how long is that run?
It'll probably be about a month until they run out. They only order a limited amount of candy bars. We can't reorder more, so it's basically until they run out of candy bars. So I will say a month or until they run out.
Okay. Well, good luck with that project. I'm sure that's a big fundraiser to help kids, like you said, go to camp or do projects in the county and the community throughout the year.
Yeah, they can get a half scholarship to camp, or they can get a full scholarship to camp, and it really helps the parents out so that they're not, especially if they have multiple children.
Oh yeah.
Camp does regular camp is $147 per child, and if you have 3 or 4 kids that are going to the same camp, it's really hard to come up with that much money. But so they can work for their own way.
Yeah, well, every little bit helps. So
absolutely.
Having that fundraiser is definitely helpful to many families, I'm sure.
Absolutely. The next thing I wanted to talk about was our clinics, our additional clinics that we have. These are really important that the kids attend these clinics. I wanted to mention that after the April 9th poultry and rabbit clinic, that we also have a general livestock clinic that's on May 4th. That is after the large animal weigh-in. And when I say the large animal weigh-in, I mean that is the weigh-in for the goats, lambs, and hogs. I just went blank. I'm sorry about that. For the goats, lambs, and hogs, and they weigh in between 8 and 10 in the morning on that Saturday morning on May 4th. At that same time, I do want to mention that that's when the chicken order form has to be turned in, and also all the registration forms for the horses have to be turned in. If you do a horse lease, that has to be turned in. That lease form is very, very important to have completed. In the 4-H rules and in the state 4-H rules, it says that if you lease a horse, if you do not own that horse and you lease a horse, that you have to complete a lease form in order to participate. And that has to be turned in by the May 4th deadline. We'll have a box down at the tag-in and at the QA that is labeled so you can turn in your horse papers and your horse identification. If they're not turned in, you cannot show as an exhibitor at our fair. We'll also have the poultry forms and order forms that'll be sent out. Those will be due that day. It's $15 in order to order your chicks, and you get 6 chicks, and you get a 5-pound bag of feed for your chickens to start out with, so that they have a starter growth feed, and that's due that same day. Same thing, we'll have a box down there. You put a check or you put your money in an envelope and you drop it in the box, and we'll order your chicks based on that. I also wanted to mention on May 18th, that is our horse clinic. Judge Kay Tracy will be there, and she will be our fair judge, and she is a wealth of knowledge. If anybody has been around Judge Tracy, she is probably one of the sweetest women that you will ever meet, and she works so well with the kids, and they just love her. She gives them a lot of information. But I did want to mention that that's going to start at 10 o'clock. The horse clinic's going to start at 10 o'clock at the arena. But at 9 a.m. that morning, all the first-year participants are going to have a horse and safety ethics meeting, and basically QA for them. They have to take that. That's all the first-year riders. They have to take that, or once again, they cannot show at the fair. They have to do a helmet safety and watch a movie about helmets, and we do some activities to show you if you don't wear a helmet, what can happen to you. It's very eye-opening, so we encourage all of our 4-H youth to always wear helmets to protect what they have, to protect their smarts and their brains. And there have been a lot of people that have been brain damaged, seriously injured, or killed because they did not wear a helmet, where a helmet could have prevented any of those tragedies. We also have another general livestock on June 10th at our art hall at 10 a.m. and that is your last chance QA. If you don't have QA before then, which is the 12th, and the 10th is our last one we offer, then you will not be able to exhibit a market animal at our fair. This is not our rules. It's not our county rules. It's a state rule. It's the Ohio Department of Agriculture's rule, and they changed that a few years ago. I did want to go back and mention about our rabbit clinic and our poultry clinic. That is April 9th, and those start at 5:30 at our fairgrounds. The rabbit clinic, it starts, it's in the multi-purpose building, and it starts at 5:30. That's for registration. The clinic runs from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and you have to stay for the entire clinic in order to get credit. If you don't stay for the entire clinic, then you will not get credit for your quality assurance. The poultry clinic, once again, that is in our art hall, and the registration starts at 5:30, and it runs from 6 to 8, and you need to stay for that entire clinic. We are going to have another goat clinic. We are going to get another goat clinic on May 30th. That is going to be the second of our series of goat clinics that we're having, and that's going to be in our multi-purpose building, and that will be with James Maynard, who is going to be the clinician, and that will start registration at 5:30 and starts at 6 o'clock, and that's on a Thursday evening. And then we'll have another goat clinic on July 9th, but I will give you more details about that in one of the next sessions. But if you attend all 3 goat clinics, you do have the opportunity, you'll be put in for a drawing, and you will have the opportunity to win a grooming stand, and that's a $500 value. They do give away things at each each one of the clinics, but like I said, you have to attend all 3 in order to be in the running for the grooming stand. So our volunteers and our sponsors have really stepped up and have done a great job of providing different things for our kids this year for the clinics. They all want to make it the most positive learning environment that they can make it. One other thing that I wanted to mention is that we are always looking for volunteers. We're always looking for some wonderful volunteers to step up and help us with our program. To be a volunteer in Pike County 4-H, all you simply have to do is fill out a form and apply to be a volunteer, and I will send you out information. And one of the things that you need to do is that you have to have a background check, and you can go to the Sheriff's Department or the Ross Pike ESC in Piketon to get that done. There is a fee for it. It's $35 or $22 at the Sheriff's Department, but we reimburse you. Ohio State University will send you back a reimbursement check for that amount. So there's no money actually out of your pocket. The other thing is that you have to attend our trainings, which is a new volunteer training, so that you know the ropes on how to be a volunteer, what you need to do as a volunteer, what is expected of you as a volunteer, and also some different activities that you can do with your clubs and how a proper club should be ran under parliamentary procedure. This year we had 12 new volunteers, and what a great bunch of new volunteers we have. I got to meet with them a week ago, and they were very excited about being volunteers, and they had some great ideas. We're always looking for new ideas on how to improve our program, and so on the picture is a couple of our ladies who have been volunteers anywhere between 15 years to 33 years as volunteers, and we want to thank them. That's Miss Tricia Welch, Miss Missy Branham, Miss Lori Barker, Miss Doris Ryder, Miss Sandy Rhinesmith, and Miss Kara Pfeiffer, and we want to give a shout out to them and say thank you again for all of your assistance and all of your volunteer for over the years. I wanted to close today with saying that we thank you so much for joining us and listening to our program, and we hope to see you again. And please come out and enjoy our events at the fairgrounds. And if you have any questions, you can always call us at 740-289-4837 extension 3, or look us up on our website, and that website is pike.osu.edu. And I hope everyone has a wonderful, blessed day.